Well, a good morning's internet. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. I don't quite know the direction of the day, but it'll be a day nonetheless. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, we are coming up to officially a month that I've been here, living in this here apartment. It's been quite an interesting month. A lot has gone on in the last, whatever it's been, 28 days. You know, we've packed everything up and moved. Got everything reasonably unpacked. Got everything put away. There still is 3 or 4 boxes that is left to unpack, but those are more decor items that I need to hang on the wall, like my paintings and ornaments and a few things that I'm not sure if I'm going to unpack or put up as of right yet anyway. Well, as you guys seen in a couple vlogs ago, we had that fire. I didn't have the fire, one of the neighbors did, and it is a little bit of a wake-up call for everybody around when it happens. When something like that happens, you kind of reevaluate things, kind of look at your own safety or security, your own dangerous things that you may or may not do, and I start to think, you know, how would I get out of a building if it was on fire, things like that, and it's kind of makes you grateful for everything you have. I know these guys probably lost a good portion of what they have, and whatever it's not lost is smoke damaged, and I'm not 100% sure the exact cause of the fire or what went on there, but there was sure a fundraising effort from their friends on social media that got them into a townhouse with restocked and everything pretty quick. So, you know, I guess it's nice to have those kind of people in your life that are there for you when the chips are down, and you don't have to struggle to rebuild everything. However, you know, there are 9 other suites or 8 other suites that have damage, but yet nobody seems to be talking about those lives that were affected. You know, I know my suite wasn't really touched by the fire at all. However, there's soot from their firemen's boots that I can't seem to get off the floor no matter how hard I scrub or what kind of cleaner I use. And there is a little bit of residue around the door frame where the smoke was trying to come in, but my door was closed, and my storage room here on the deck smells like burning plastic and stuff, because I think the fire was exhausting or looking for another means of fuel by coming this way on the roof. And a few days after that, my theory was confirmed by the restoration people, who says that there's heat damage above my area, so the fire was coming this way. And it really makes a person grateful that they still have a home to go to, they still have an apartment, they still have their belongings, because, well, I know things are insured, I know you would get replacement value out of them. However, you know, an 8-year-old expensive leather couch is not worth $2,000 now. It's only worth a few $100s, if that. So insurance wouldn't give you $2,000 to buy a new leather couch. You know, they'd only give you a couple hundred, and there's no way you could replace it for that. My $1,600 bed, even though it is a year old, they'd only be a few $100s because it's a year old, right? They wouldn't give you full value for things. You know, the electronics, the TV, the computer, the personal items, things like that. You know, there's no way you'd ever be able to replace those on what insurance gave you. Not to mention the personal items like my dad's belongings and keepsakes that were special, that were very special to him, that I've hung on to for no real other reason than they were belonging to him. You know, those things like that. You know, my grandma's pictures and stuff, they can't be replaced. Well, currently just cooking up a nice piece of steak for dinner, late breakfast dinner thing. It is sure nice to, well, be able to barbecue again. Like I said, I've been in this apartment now for just shy a month by a couple of days, and I've barbecued more in this month than I had in probably the 2 years that I was in the other apartment. You don't realize the kind of environment a person lives in until they're out of it, and then they go back into it to clean things up. Last year, when I went on my epic summer road trip vacation, I thought it was just me when I got back. I thought it was just the change of scenery, coming back to city life, coming back to the dirty air, the pollution, the noise. And I wasn't really comfortable at all last year when I come back to civilization, and it kind of just kept growing, and there's something unhappy in that building. There's something not healthy, and the dirty air doesn't help the situation, and the paint colorings they chose and the lighting they have chose sure lead to other problems as well. And this apartment here, the air is clean, the colors are bright, the lighting is nice. You know, you've got a little bit of privacy being up here on the deck. Up on the 3rd floor, you're kind of in your own little perch, and it's all good. But pretty much gonna let my breakfast cook, get on with the old day, and we'll see what happens later on. Well, hello internets, here we are. Little bit of a later afternoon update. Well, it's been a good day so far. Had a great breakfast, as you guys seen there. Watched a couple of YouTube videos, and then well, headed on out, did some running around. Had a great visit with an old acquaintance, kind of a friend of a friend kind of a thing. Somebody I've known of for quite a few years, to be honest. And it's kind of neat to get in touch with some of these people that I've known or had known or did know at one point, and kind of, you know, lost contact with over the years. And I just got back home a few minutes ago, and just sitting here enjoying the sunlight with everything been the way it's been. The summer seems to have been really, really short. I had the one camping trip this year, and I've really got an itch to do another one. However, I'm thinking my camping days are pretty close to being over this season. I would like to go again, but it's looking like it's probably not going to happen. Mainly because I have other things I should pay down or pay off first. So I'm gonna hit her hard this winter, this winter, and we'll see what next summer holds. Maybe next summer I can have another good getaway again, or maybe next summer it'll be just well, if things keep going the way they're going, another repeat of how this spring and summer was for the whole world, right? I stopped by the RV store and inquired about winterizing the trailer, and they want a 2-day quarantine period. So my trailer will be there on their lot for 2 days before they'll even think about entering said trailer to winterize it, which, you know, whatever, right? I guess it kind of makes sense, because, you know, they're just trying to take precautions and following operating procedures that's laid out, and I guess, you know, whatever, right? And we all know what happens inside RVs and holiday trailers and stuff when people party and go to the lake and that, but I guess some people do get a bit wild. You know, that's not what I do in mine, but I guess they don't really know that, right? And it is what it is. So I made an appointment, so we gotta take it down there, and then it'll sit for 2 days before they'll touch it, and then go pick it up next week, and then put it away for the winter, right? And I'm just hoping, looking at the forecast, I should be okay, because we're still in, you know, +6, +7 Celsius range for temperature wise, so it's getting cool, but it's not freezing at night. So I'm glad I didn't wait this year too long, or else I'd have to find a way to winterize it myself, which could happen. I could winterize it myself. I'm in a little better shape. Everything going on the last couple of years where I could do it myself, and I just have to buy the plumbing antifreeze and a few things, and then it could be done. But I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, right? Sometimes you pay out your $109 and they do it, and it's done right, and next spring if you go to use the trailer and there's a ruptured line, then it's kind of their fault, their problem, and it's not one of your mistakes where you have to fix it. You just have to hopefully get a good dealership and they fix their mistake. But it's sure quiet up here, sure peaceful. It's kind of nice to finally get a home that feels comfortable, a home that is peace. Even with the fire that happened, it still is a great place to live, especially compared to where I was. It's kind of weird how I had the opportunity to move here 2 years ago, but I chose the other apartment just based on a few things. I think one of the deciding factors was the history of the complex with my dad, and I emotionally needed to deal with the death of my dad before I could move into basically the very same complex that he lived in. And I think I've dealt with most of that, and now I can sit here on my balcony and basically have a view of the apartment that he used to live in, and remember the good times, not the end times, and not the loss. Remember how things were, and not how things ended up, I guess. But pretty much, guys, it is what it is. Gonna get on with the old evening. Just enjoying the sunlight, and well, it'll be what it is, so we will catch you all later. Well, good evening, internet. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. It was a good day. It was a relaxing day, a bit of a calm day. Had a great breakfast, lunch. Went out and visited with an acquaintance or a friend from many years ago. Came on home, relaxed for the evening, and kinda here we are now. Well, I spent the evening doing some work in the office, putting together the computer, plugging in things, getting things going for the test fire coming up here. need to get back online, edit, upload some more videos, plan out direction the channel's going for the future, and all that good stuff. But pretty much, guys, gonna end her all here. Today was a good one, tomorrow's another one. Thank y'all for joining me, watching this here vlog, watching our video series. I know the channel hasn't quite been what it was in the past, but it'll be better than what it is and better than what it was, and going forward in the future, you know, we'll get back to kinda what's gonna be the new normal. And as always, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.